Hey, it's Matthew Duncan here. I'm the golf pro at Gisborne Golf Club. We're here on the putting green, and this month we're talking about putting and a few of the techniques that are important when putting. So what we've got to try and do is propel the ball consistently with a good roll. We don't want to bounce off the putter. We want to roll as quickly as possible so you can judge the speed correctly and get the break right when you're hitting your putts. So there's a few ways you can actually propel the ball. So some of them are right and some of them are wrong. So a lot of people will tend to have trouble using their hands too much like this, which is not good. It's very hard to control the club face for basically the direction the club face is pointing and actually whether it's open, closed or the speed of the putts. Another thing is a lot of people tend to swing and turn their body into the putts this way or come up this way, and all of a sudden their body is actually generating extra power and very inconsistent power, so it's very hard to judge the distance. And if you can't judge the distance, you also can't judge the break on the putt, because the faster the ball's travelling, the less it will break. So a lot of people come and ask me about reading greens. Reading greens is only as good as your distance control, because if you can hit putts too hard and too soft some of the time, it doesn't matter where you're aiming. If you hit the ball too hard, it's not going to break. If you hit it too soft, it'll break too much. So it's most important to get a good consistent roll on your putts and know how fast you're basically hitting the ball. So what you need to try to do is not use your hands and not use your body rotating this way and sliding and up and down. What you've got to do is keep the hands nice and quiet and just have that rotation from the shoulders and the spine, where you just rotate back, rotate through, and everything works together. You can see this triangle here. If I rotate around my spine, it goes back and through, and the putter face is nice and consistent back and through. It's not going open and closed and outside in, all sorts of things like that. So it's very important to be able to just rotate around that spine angle that you're standing on and be able to putt like this, just straight back, straight through. And what you can see, there's a nice slight arc to the putting stroke, and the face is very consistent when you're hitting. So if I stand here and use my hands too much, I hit the ground there because I use my hands too much, but that's what happens if something moves when it shouldn't move. So just try and just control the stroke the way you're supposed to, and just let everything work together. Keep it all nice and quiet and keep control of your club face as much as anything. And then you'll be able to get to know how hard you're going to hit each putt, and then you can judge your direction so you can allow for the right amount of break for different putts. So get out in the putting green, practice the right things. We can do some putting sessions throughout the month to help everybody, and come along and we'll help you hold more putts. Thanks.